Hi! Are you ready for a quick and easy and extremely versatile project today? I've got something really exciting to share with you. It's a pocket card made with just a half sheet of designer series paper, otherwise known as patterned paper. So sometimes you've used some up, you just have like a half sheet left. Hey, we're using it. This project is quick, easy, very versatile, and it's perfect for anyone on your card giving list, especially if you need to give them a gift card. So whether you're here for the first time or you're returning to the channel, welcome, and I'm so excited that you're here to hang out with me. There's nothing I love more than sharing creative projects with you. I want this to be a fun, interactive space. So if you're watching the premiere, then hop on over to the live chat. Or leave a comment if you're watching the replay. I'll be sure to get back to you just as soon as I know that the comment is there. I'm Julia with Julia Sue's Stamping. I think we should go ahead and get started with this project, don't you? Let's go. This paper here is the Painterly Pears designer series paper. I'm absolutely in love with it. It's got gorgeous different designs, and this is the one I'm choosing. And I'm going to, this is a 6 by 12 piece right here. So the very first thing we're going to do is bring in the paper trimmer. So we are going to trim off 2 3/4 here on the side of this designer series paper. So I'm going to take a 1/2 inch of that, and I'm going to be able to use that for something else. But now I've got a little piece that is 2 1/4, 2 1/4 by 6. So that's perfect for something else here with this project. And I have a 1/2 inch piece that I'm going to use on the inside of the card. I'm going to start by knowing which end I want to have be the bottom. And I want to have this be the bottom because this is a directional designer series paper. So I'm going to get that in at 5/8 of an inch and score at the bottom. I'm using this side over here to measure. Now I'm going to turn it a 1/4 of a turn or rotation here, and now I'm going to score it at 2 3/4 again. So at 2 3/4. Then I'm going to open up this nice arm here, and I'm going to score it again at 7 inches. There, all scored. To help make it a little bit easier for you to see, I have drawn those score marks on this back of the designer series paper, so I thought this side was easier to see than this side would be. So I did that with the black Stampin' Right marker, and I'm going to show you the next steps. So what we're going to do is we're going to miter the inside pieces here. So I trim that up. I'm going to do the same thing over on this side. I'm going to miter it right up to that line, and now I'm going to cut on here, and you can cut a little bit above it, you can cut right on it, it's up to you. No one is going to see because this is the inside, and I take that piece away. So I'm going to do the same thing on this side with trimming it all the way over to that mitered piece. And this is what we end up with right here. The next thing to do is to fold it on the score lines. So I'm going to fold it in, and I'm going to burnish it well with my bone folder. Then I'm going to fold it in on this side with that score line, and the top should meet. But if it doesn't, you can always move it a little bit, and then when I lift this part up, and you can see I'm beginning to have the pocket fold here. If it buckles a little bit, like lifts up, then all you need to do is trim this bottom piece just a little bit more, and it will lay nice and flat. So the next thing I'm going to do is put a little bit of adhesive on this end here. I'm going to put some adhesive on this end here. I'm going to bring them together. Then I'm going to put some adhesive right down here. So this can be whatever adhesive it is that you like to use. And then the pocket is created. But you're going to want a notch up here so people can get their card out. So I've got the 2-inch circle punch here, and I'm going to simply turn it around, put this little envelope inside, and I want to have it as much as I can so that it's even on the two sides. And you can see I don't have it in there very much. It's only like a 1/4 inch or so. And then simply press it down, punch it out, and now we've got a great notch. For the inside of the card, I have a piece of Old Olive, a panel of the Secret Sea, and some basic white. This panel of the Old Olive has been cut to be 4 1/8 inch by 5 3/8, and then this Secret Sea piece has been cut to be 3 3/4 by 5. This is just 1/8 of an inch smaller so that it's matted perfectly inside there. I've already decorated the inside panels with a couple of die cuts from the Designer Series paper. Do you remember that little 1/2 inch piece that was cut off? I'm going to adhere that right down the side here. So it's the perfect way to use up as much of that Designer Series paper as we can. Lining it up, having it go down the side, and still plenty of room for me to write to the recipient. It's a little long though, so let's trim it off. Taking the scissors and simply giving it a little snip. There we go. Oh, this is so pretty. Excellent. What I'm going to do next is slip it inside the pocket. The first thing I think I'll do is take this piece that I had also cut off, and I'm going to lay it right here onto that piece of cardstock, onto the pocket. So a lot of adhesive on it, and now I'm going to lay it down. I think that's going to look so pretty to have a bit of contrast on there. And again, it's a bit long, so I'm simply going to cut it off to trim it off. That works really nicely. You remember that 2-inch punch that I had? I've got this that I discovered in my cardstock, and it is something I already cut out for a different class. I'm going to punch a 2-inch circle out of it, and I'm going to lay it right here. This stamp set is so wonderfully versatile, and it's great for guys and gals. My husband really likes it a lot, and he's glad I got something that isn't just flowers all the time. Use the die cuts from the Perfectly Pears coordinating dies and some of the stylish shapes for the sentiment. This is what I used to cut out the flowers and the pears from the Designer Series paper, and out of a piece of the Mossy Meadow I did these gorgeous leaves. So I'm going to simply put some adhesive onto the back of this and lay it down on the pocket front. Just a little bit, not too much, just enough to help it stick. It's easy to use too much liquid adhesive, isn't it? So we're going to make sure we do not do that. All right, laying that down. All right, I'm really happy with how that looks. I am going to trim that little extra piece off. Here. Okay. Lastly, I'm going to put on the sentiment. So I Like I said, I did take the die cut from Stylish Shapes, do a little sentiment piece, and now I'm going to stamp the hello with the Mossy Meadow ink. I would like to have something behind it, so I'm going to use my silicone sheet because something is better than nothing here. And I'm simply going to put the hello on there. Oh, that looks fabulous. I think I'm going to lift up the hello with some dimensionals. I've got some here that I can cut off the edge, so that's what I'm going to do. Cut off a nice bit of the edge here, lay it down, take that paper backing off, lay it down over the leaves that I have here. Okay, snip that extra bit off, and I think that works. I'm also going to bring in just a few embellishments here. So I've got the low profile dots. They are low profile sparkle dots. And they come in the Secret Sea color, the Mossy Meadow, and the Darling Duckling. I have not touched any of the Secret Sea ones yet, so I think that's where I'll head. I'll get one of those off, and I'm going to put it around the sentiment. I have noticed that they are a little harder to get off than usual. There, oh my gosh, that is so pretty. I love it. If you want to use this card for a gift card holder, it's so easy to do that too. You can just adhere your gift card to the inside piece, put maybe another piece of white back here so you can write a message, and wouldn't this be incredibly awesome? How cool is that? Great for a gift card. I just can't say enough things about how much I love this pocket card. It's so cool. How just gorgeous is this? And then of course I have another variation to share with you, and this one is using the Thankful Garden stamp set and the coordinating dies, as well as the Lovely Garden Designer Series paper. So I've got a little bit of ribbon here, tied a ribbon around to make that a little extra special, and it is just gorgeous. This is such an easy pocket card, so fun to create, and I'll bet you can see lots of possibilities, right? That was so much fun, wasn't it? It is so quick and easy and very unique. And now you know a really cool way to make a pocket card that is absolutely fantastic for a gift card if you happen to need it. I absolutely love that we're able to spend time together like this, doing a little bit of crafting. I love hanging out with you and doing these, and I really hope that this project today spoke to your creativity. I can't wait to see some variations that you create. And remember, please grab your free downloadable PDF that's on my blog. Go over there, snag it. You can keep it on your computer or print it out, whatever it is that you end up liking to do with those. And give it a try yourself. Come back to the video after you've cut your supplies. Make it step by step with me. Super easy, really fun, and I cannot wait to see what you create. Please tag me if you go ahead and make some. You inspire me, and it is really super cool to see your creations. It's one of my favorite things. I love that when it happens. Please give the video a like. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. All of these things help grow my small business, and I really appreciate your support. Even following me on social media makes a great big difference. So if you don't already have a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator and you would like to use me as your creative coach, I'd love that. I'd love to help you out in any way I can. I hope you have an absolutely fantastic day today and that you get inky. Bye.